Okay, let's get some sleep. We are so caught up with so many things that happens in our daily life that we forgot the importance of sleep. And actually, some of the children, they always whine every time sleep going to happen, and they were going to be saying, "Why do I need to sleep?" Do you remember the slide earlier that I showed? The detoxification system. It's so important because if we have waste accumulated in our brain, we have brain fog. But how to do detoxification? Detoxification only happens when a person sleeps. So if the child lacks of sleep, they will not have good detoxification system. And on top of that, a lot of these functions happens during sleep. So sleep is first and foremost very, very important in the function of the brain of everyone. These are the sleep guidelines by age. And I know that a lot of us have very little sleep. I want to have a show of hands or just type in on how many of you adults who have 7 to 9 hours of sleep a day. I would salute you if you actually have these hours of sleep, because that actually is so very good. So some of you says that you do 7 hours. Well done. And some of you say only during holidays. Yes. And I myself have difficulty in keeping with the 7 hours to the 9 hours sleep because most of the times I sleep 5 to 6 hours. Our children, if you see from these guidelines, the children needs more sleep than us because their brain are still growing and they still need a lot of repair. Of course, for an adult, if we do not have a good habit from now, for myself, I need to remind myself, if I don't start sleep, then I will have early dementia. There is the risk that I'm going to choose to have if I choose not to have enough sleep. So how to get the children to sleep earlier? For younger children, we need to set bedtime, we need to enforce limits, and encourage use of comfort object. In preschooler, we establish quiet time, maximize the sleep environment, and we need to ease the night terrors. We provide comfort during the night terrors, but allow the preschooler to fall back asleep on their own. And this is where the challenge started because most of these kids between 6 to 13 years old, they started to have screen time. So we need to talk to them about sleeping routine, about why sleeping so important. We need to avoid giving them anything that has caffeine or anything that contains sugar before their sleeping time. And we need to limit screen time. I know in some families, this may cause a battle, but sleeping and screen, they are two very, very antagonistic things because when you have more screen time, your brain is so wired, you're not going to be able to sleep. So keep the TVs and other electronic out of the children's bedroom. I would suggest 2 hours before sleep, no more electronic gadgets.